is, how gay are they?
How gay do you want it to be? It can always get gayer. Except maybe this room, I feel like this room's pretty gay. Maxed out,
Emily Andress is a woman of her word, I would say, yeah. So like on a scale of 1 to gay, pretty gay.
But I guess, like, seriously, representation was obviously a big deal for you guys in season 1. It was something you took very seriously. How was that approach in season 2? Like, did you like make sure you guys were learning more about the tropes? Like, I know I was trying to educate myself. I didn't know about Bury Your Gays in season 1, but there was obviously something you were aware of, Emily being on Lost Girl. So I guess, like, how do you guys make sure you're aware or like always learning about representation?
I think for me it was a lot of you guys. Like just connecting with everybody on Twitter and Instagram and reading articles that people posted and listening to how you guys were reacting to certain things, and if somebody would mention something I didn't talk about, I would look it up. So it was really like me trying to educate myself about what gets you guys going, what's important to you, because like ultimately this is for you.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we were so fortunate. Every time I hear my voice, it's like weird. Like, am I right? I feel like I should talk like weebly and then nobody would know. No, I'll try and be me, although it's a little bit more scary. Okay. What was he saying? Something about something. Okay, yeah, sound really great. Okay, for me, I think I felt really fortunate to have such a personal experience, and similarly, where maybe I didn't know, I wasn't as aware, like because of the show, and because of, thanks to Emily giving us this gift of being able to play these characters, it was such an eye-opener in such a direct way, which, like, I'm kind of keep stealing your answer, aren't I?
Stealing it.
But that more than anything, that's the reason why we're so lucky, is because we've had such a direct experience about it. And then coming into season 2, I feel, to expand on that, it's like we had this amazing whirlwind of an experience of seeing how everybody reacted to WayHaught and seeing how much it meant, and it kind of reiterated the importance of caring for this relationship, and that you guys have been, wanting to see yourself represented in such a positive light. So how important that was, not only to you, but to the whole community, to everyone. So then coming into season 2, it was just making sure that we still took as much care as possible with these characters and played it as truthfully as possible. So,
we all have our favorite, like, WayHaught moment, or where we knew, like, oh, this is gonna be like a big thing. Like, WayHaught is gonna be big. So I guess, what was the moment maybe for you guys, I don't know, Emily, maybe when you were writing, or you guys when you were playing it, where you're like, hey, this relationship is really gonna be something special?
I mean, as a big thing, like, this is a big thing. I had no idea. But, but I think a big thing as far as an important relationship was when they had a squabble in the police cruiser, where Nicole rolls up and just like, you can't walk all the way into town. I think because there was something about having characters that had friction, where you're like, okay, this is not just like a surface level floaty, but this is going to go to another level of figuring out why is there so much tension. So it was a moment of conflict for me. Yeah.
Really good answer.
Mine was probably earlier, because it wasn't when I was writing it, but it was when I was watching the dailies of Dom and Kat do, I don't know if you guys have seen it, there's like a scene in Shorties, can't hard to explain, but like, Waverly gets beer all over her shirt and she has to take it off. ridiculous. I don't know if you've tried to recruit people or talk about it, and you find yourself talking out loud, and you're like, and the character's name is Hot, and it sounds a bit much, but it's just enough. So honestly, when I was watching the dailies and these two do it, I was like, oh my god. And then I think I did take you guys aside, and I was like, so this might be a thing. I want you guys to know about it, that if we do it right, this chemistry is just incredible, and it was just so joyous. Like, that scene could have been so ridiculous and kind of predatory, and it wasn't any of those things. It was so great. Oh my god, yes.
Did you, was like this in the vicinity of your thought when you first? Well, like what it's become.
Oh my god, not in a million years. Like, I'm not even just being falsely humble. Like, not even, like, look at all you people. And I talk about this a lot, but especially for us, like, going into second season is so different, and you have to be really careful because it's a lot of pressure. But first season, it was like all of us in weird costumes running around the woods of Alberta, and you're like, is there even film in the camera? You know, like, I was like, this show was really weird and really crazy. But then to see, honestly, you guys respond to it was just, I thought it was special, and I knew these guys were incredible. But just to see this response, you're too great. You've changed, baby. No, I'm not just saying that. I've never seen anything like this, so. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I don't know where you live, but I'm coming over. Okay, perfect.
And because of what and how important WayHaught did become, you guys did something like really unprecedented, and you gave away the ending that Nicole and Waverly were both going to survive the season. I've heard a little bit, Emily, you've talked about like why that was important for you to do, but I was wondering what Kat and Dom thought about that, like when she said, hey, we're gonna tell everybody that you guys survived. I mean, was it like a relief, like I don't have to hide it anymore? Or?
Well, for me, I was like, why would we get killed? So dense, but I was like, why would we were great characters? Why would we, like,
I was like, for you! I'm really glad that I'm coming back next year.
Gotta touch the scoop.
Yeah, okay, good, yeah. No, sorry.
I was about to ramble, and I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah, I think it was just, that was when I started learning about everything that had been happening in the media over the past year with all of the Berry, you're gay, straight and everything. And so the minute I started kind of reading up on that, I was like, it's really important that we do, because I wanted you guys to be able to hold on to it and not have any fear, and be able to watch the season and just completely like let go with like all your heart. And that's clearly what's happened. And I'm just, yeah, so grateful for that.
So now tell us all the secrets about season 2. Did it?
One, two, three.
No, but I guess what can you tell us? I know you're not going to tell us a lot, but what can you tell us about season 2?
Oh, it's so crazy. It's so crazy.
It's so good. It's literally the best thing you'll ever see in your life.
Emily's not gonna say it, but we were in the room and being like, it's the best.
It's like season 1 is here and season 2 is like. Like she should probably do it because she's taller. That kind of thing.
That's what they said about the Titanic. They're like, this is the best ship. You don't even look at icebergs. So no, I think there's something incredible about season 2, just by virtue of the fact that it's season 2, which is like there's so much hype to lay in season 1, where you're like, here are all the characters, and here are the crazy rules, and here's the curse, and the revenants, and Doc Holliday. Are you guys gonna watch this? It's so crazy. Look over here. It's take off your shirt. Good. But this year, hopefully, you love the characters and you know the situation. information, and so we are able to take off like a rocket, and we already know kind of the relationships between all the characters, so we can just expand on that. And I say this all the time about this cast, it's so strong that I can throw any two characters together and just get something that's marvelous and really unexpected, really interesting rivalries, really interesting friendships and complicated stuff. So, oh my God, these guys are so committed this year though. Like, it is so cold in Calgary, you guys. And these guys, and Melanie's there right now, I'm just so proud of them and how dedicated they are. So I think you see that in the performances.
Mel wishes she could be here, but she's just working like a dog because obviously she's lying on Earth.
Yeah.
She's got it open as
You say but you want her to be working. Like, you want her to be working. I mean, look, we have 1 million cliffhangers in season 1 to answer, so lots of stuff happening. Okay, go, your turn. Yeah, no, please.
No, I just feel, to bridge off of what Evan was saying, I just feel like this season feels deeper. It's like we got through a lot of layers, and now everyone's just a bit rawer. That's what this season feels like. It's like everyone kind of got scraped along the floor, and now we're seeing like true colors come out and secrets and you know
what secrets? I don't know.
But things like darker, uglier sides of these characters that just make them so much more complex and human and lovable because we can identify with that.
But still fun.
But still fun, and it's a great time. Yes.
What about WayHaught? What happens with WayHaught? Nobody cares, but I'm just gonna ask.
How gay is it? Do you want to do some fan questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to know if there's like a story in the plot that you can give away or tease about how Nicole, how her hair gets cut short. Does Eva Waverly cut it off in a fit of rage?
Doesn't she look amazing? Yeah.
The barber comes back. Everyone's favorite character is the barber.
Can I tell them?
Yeah.
Basically, I didn't want to wear a braid anymore.
She's like, it hurts my head. I can't. They're like, fine.
I'm not high maintenance. No, but I just like felt like I really wanted Nicole, like the braid felt so like, and I wanted her to be a bit sexier. Like
She's not sexy enough.
I wanted to like be able to let her hair down a little bit. So yeah, it was. I asked if it was okay. I was like, I kind of want to change her look a little bit.
I was like, no one wants sexy Nicole. But okay, we'll try. Good call.
Magical unicorn.
Yes.
Oh, someone's way back there.
I don't know how
Can you yell?
like to them.
Oh yeah. I like it.
This question is for Emily, and not just because I want to buy her a drink.
Okay.
But if you want a drink, you know where to get.
Okay, good.
How do you balance the happily ever after that everybody wants for WayHaught
Right.
with telling a good story, which makes you intelligent?
Right.
Such a good question. Oh, I'm second still. That's one of the.
It's really challenging, right? Especially, I would say, going into a new season. Like, everybody has different expectations about what they want that relationship to be. But at the same time, everyone's going to hate this. This is when you won't buy me a drink. It's a drama. Oh, you're so nice. It's a drama, right? Stuff has to happen. And I also think it's not a real relationship if there aren't challenges and them really trying to get to know each other as people. One of them cuts her hair, it's the whole thing. It's hard. I think the thing is, without being too writerly about it, you really have to be respectful to character. I think when people make choices, whether they're good or bad choices or have arguments, they have to be in the characters that Nicole and Waverly are, and I like to think those characters are three-dimensional women. So I just try to think of them as real people. It's in the same way I say, like, not every relationship is the same, not every fight is the same, not every challenge is the same. So I think you have to hope that they're fighting for each other, even when things are hard. I just really want that drink.
I think you've earned a few
Yes. All right. Hello.
This question is for Kat, Dom, and for Bridget.
For those of us who follow the cast on Twitter, we know that Emily has a very quick wit, is extremely creative, and is also very protective of her cast and crew. My question to you ladies, what have you personally learned from her? Here is your $50.
I feel like it's a hard question because it's gonna make me cry. I was saying, oh god, no, don't make me cry, so it'll be really awkward. No, but I was saying earlier to somebody, I don't know who it was, that it's funny how, like, for you guys, you feel, oh yeah, okay, that like this relationship and this show came at a really important time for you. I feel like this show came at a really important time for me as an individual, as well as, you know, representing this character, and it's taken me on a huge journey. And if it wasn't for Emily taking a risk on me and realizing, no, for real, it's like taking this really random girl from England and being like, let's put her in her show. Emily cares about her work and the people around it so much that I think you can tell in the writing and in the way that we just love the show so much, because we wanted to make her proud, and you know, it's like what she's taught me, that we're gonna get there, is that if everybody has a common goal and it starts from the root, you can make something really special. And if you keep the right mentality and keep pushing it out, you honestly can do something that, you know, is going to change a lot of people's lives. And she's changed mine, she's changed yours, and she's found the best. So,
I'll make mine really, really quick. One thing to add on to all the things Dominique just said, because it's totally like changed our lives, is I think how important it is to have characters who are ugly, and like that ugliness is beautiful because it's so much more real than, like, we live in this strange world of media and beauty and everything's perfect. And I think what I love about Emily's work and working for a female showrunner in particular is that it shows you just how important like darkness and ugliness and like deep characters are, that they don't have to be beautiful and pretty and fun all the time because it's not really real life. And just like how powerful it is to take that risk, and because it creates things like this. So.